Drove to his house to confront them. They weren't home, so I parked in the turnout and waited.
With what intention?
I'm not sure. I was confused, drunk. I think mostly I wanted to scare them.
When they arrived, you went up to the house and murdered them.
No, I was sobering up. I got back in the car and I drove home to sleep it off. Along the way, I stopped and I threw my gun into the Royal River. I feel I've been very clear on this point.
Well, where I get hazy is where the cleaning woman shows up the following morning and finds your wife in bed with her lover riddled with .38 caliber bullets. Now, does that strike you as a fantastic coincidence, Mr. Dufresne, or is it just me?
Yes, it does.
By the power vested in me by the state of Maine, I hereby order you to serve 2 life sentences back to back. 1 for each of your victims. So be it.
There's a saying in the joint: prison takes everything. Your freedom, your name, sometimes even your soul. But for some, for one man I knew, prison couldn't take the one thing that truly mattered. In fact, it only made it shine brighter.
Sit. See by your file you've served 20 years of a life sentence.
Yes, sir.
You feel you've been rehabilitated?
Oh, yes, sir. Absolutely, sir. I mean, I learned my lesson. I can honestly say that I'm a changed man. No longer a danger to society. That's God's honest truth.
My name's Ellis Boyd Redding. They call me Red. I'm the guy who can get things. Cigarettes, Zippos, poster of Rita Hayworth.
Hey, Red. How'd it go? Same old shit, different day. Yeah. And how you feel? I'm up for rejection next week.
Yeah, I got rejected last.
I've been inside Shawshank prison since before some of you were born. Seen men come and go, most just fade into the stone. But then, in 1947, a new fish arrived. Andy Dufresne. Small guy, fancy suit, looked like a stiff breeze would snap him in half. Didn't look like much, but let me tell you, that man was different.
Taking bets today, Red? What do you say, Red? That Paul drank of water with a silver spoon up his ass.
That can never happen.
10 cigarettes.
That's a rich bet.
All right, who's gonna prove me wrong? Hey, what? Nigga? Steve? Boy. Four brave souls.
Turn yourself on to recap.
First night, the fresh fish screamed.
God, I don't belong here.
That's tradition.
I want to go home.
And it's fat ass by a nose!
Andy didn't scream. That was the first sign. He was quiet, kept to himself. Most of us thought he wouldn't last a week.
Pier 4 south. Clear?
He got targeted by the sisters, the brutal side of prison life.
Get this in your eyes, it blinds you. Honey. Hush.
But even through that hell, there was this resilience. It wasn't anger, not hate. It was something else, something I couldn't quite put my finger on. He wanted a rock hammer, said he was a rock hound. Made no sense to me, but I got it for him.
Delivery for Dufresne.
Dufresne? Here you work.
And that's how we started talking. Then came the miracle on the roof. Andy, This quiet, unassuming man uses his mind, his education, to help the guards, and as a reward, beers for all of us. For a few glorious minutes, we weren't prisoners. We were just men enjoying a cold beer in the sun. That day, Andy Dufresne gave us a taste of freedom, and he did it with a smile.
New to the channel? Please smash that subscribe button and turn on post notifications for more videos like this. We post recap videos daily.
And they say hope is a dangerous thing in prison. That it can drive a man insane. But for me, it was the only thing that kept me sane. Every book I cataloged, every letter I wrote for another inmate, and every brick I laid for that library, it was a small act of defiance against the crushing weight of despair. It was a way to keep a part of myself alive, to keep hope alive, not just for me, but for others too.
Then came Tommy, a young punk, but a good kid, and he had information that could set Andy free.
4 years ago, I was in Thomaston on a 2 to 3 stretch. Stole a car. It's a dumb fuck thing to do. About 6 months left to go. Get a new cellmate in. Elmo Blatch. 6 to 12, armed burglary. City pulled hundreds of jobs. Hard to believe how strong as he was, he'd cut a loud fart, he'd jump 3 feet in the air. So, one night like a joke, I say to him, yeah, Elmo, who'd you kill? So he says,
I got me this job one time, bussing tables at a country club, so I could case all these big, rich pricks that come in. So I pick out this guy, go in one night, and do his place. He wakes up, gives me shit. So I killed him. Him and this tasty bitch he was with. That's the best part. She's fucking this Trixie, this golf pro, but she married some other guy. Some hotshot banker. And he's the one they pinned it on.
For the first time, Andy genuinely believed he was getting out. You could see it in his eyes. But Warden Norton wasn't about justice. He was about control, about his little empire. And he crushed that hope, crushed Tommy. Sent Andy to solitary for a month that felt like an eternity for us. We thought that was it, that they'd finally broken him.
My friend Red once said, get busy living or get busy dying.
That's goddamn right.
For 19 years, I was busy living. Busy chipping away inch by painstaking inch at the stone wall of my prison. The poster of Rita Hayworth, Marilyn Monroe, and Raquel Welch in my space were not just for decoration. They were my secret, my timeline, my escape route. Every swing of that hammer, every handful of rock dust flushed down the drain. It was an act of faith. Faith that one day, the tunnel would be long enough. And that one day the rain would wash me clean.
The morning after, we woke up and Andy was gone. Just gone.
You better be sick or dead in there, I shit you not! You hear me?
Oh my holy God.
The warden was furious, frantic.
Damn conspiracy! And everyone's in on it!
Then it clicked. That rock hammer, the poster, 19 years. Andy hadn't just escaped. He'd systematically dismantled Norton's entire corrupt empire from the inside out. He exposed the truth. And Norton paid the price. As for me, I got my parole. After 40 years. But freedom is a scary thing when you've been institutionalized. There are places in the world that aren't made of stone. And there's a part of me that remembers what it was like to feel the sun on my face without a guard tower in sight. Andy's letter, it was a call to arms, a reminder that hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies. It was time for me to get busy living. I hope I can make it across the border. I hope to see my friend and shake his hand. I hope the Pacific is as blue as it has been in my dreams. I hope.
The Shawshank Redemption isn't just a prison movie. It's a masterclass in the human spirit. It teaches us about, number one, the power of hope. How even in the darkest places, hope isn't naive. It's a weapon. Patience and persistence. Andy spent nearly 2 decades. His freedom wasn't instant, it was earned with relentless effort. The importance of friendship. Red and Andy's bond shows us how connection can sustain us through anything. Resilience in the face of injustice. Andy never gave up, never let the system truly break him. And ultimately, redemption. Not just for Red getting out, but for finding his purpose and for Andy reclaiming his life and integrity. In a world that often feels like its own kind of prison, with its own walls and systems, Andy Dufresne reminds us that some birds aren't meant to be caged, and that with enough hope, enough patience, and a little bit of rock and roll, we can chip away at any wall. If you watched to this point, you are a true gem. Please leave a comment below. Let me know what scene stuck with you the most. If this deep dive into one of the greatest movies ever made inspired you, hit that like button, subscribe for more movie breakdowns, and share this video with someone who needs a dose of hope today. And remember, get busy living. See you on the next one.